It's April 17th.
I'm Paul Montori.
Oh, I'm Beth Stevens.
We're at Broadway.com.
We're live at 5.
I'm a little out of it today.
Yeah, we're a little bit
out
out
of
of
practice.
it. But we have really good news because we have a fun guest.
Arielle Jacobs, you
Arielle
guys.
Jacobs.
She's at 50 Feinstein / 54 Below. I saw her show. It's fantastic. She's doing it again. We're going to chat. There's a lot to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about.
And, okay, oh my God. So, actually, this is what a crazy weekend. The Andy Carl saga.
The saga of Andy Carl.
Yeah.
And most of you guys know this already. Andy Carl, star of Groundhog Day, 2-time Tony nominee, Olivier winner.
Yes.
Got injured during the show on Friday night in the second act.
Right. Towards the end of the set, like middle through the second act, I think.
He was a trooper.
And then he went off stage, and then he ended up going back on stage and using like this stick as a cane.
A cane, yeah.
And got through the end of it. It was crazy.
Got through it. They canceled the Saturday.
So the show opens tonight. So there was all these press performances. I mean, all the critics are slowly coming in. I think a lot of the critics had already seen it before the injury. Some were there for that night. Some press was there, and then Saturday there was press planned. And Andy couldn't do the show Saturday, so Andrew Call,
sounds alike,
who's in the show,
that's the understudy.
And Andrew Call, fun fact, replaced Andy Carl in Altar Boys.
That was a long time ago.
But so they, it's just this funny thing with their careers. But Andrew Call went on Saturday
night, yeah.
Yeah, and then
and now today is opening night.
Right.
And Andy Carl is going to do his thing.
Andy Carl's doing it, man.
Injured, but he's a hero.
I know.
He's a hero.
And I'm going, I'm going in like an hour. It starts in an hour. I'm so excited.
We better get through this then. Anyway, I'm not going to say break a leg, but happy Groundhog Day in
Happy
April.
opening.
Happy opening.
Oh my God, I know.
We've got some big news.
Okay.
Okay. There's a revival of Carousel.
Poland is watching.
Hello. I don't know how to say hello in Polish.
Poland and Florida. Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm very sniffly today. I'm like Trump. Remember when he was doing the debates? And
You're not really
I'm
like
not having allergies.
Listen, we've got big news, Paul. Carousel's coming back.
I know. Somebody just wrote Carousel. Peyton wrote that. Carousel.
Josh Henry. Jesse Mueller. Renee Fleming.
We've heard about this for a bit.
But
Jack O'Brien's directing it. He's currently in the trenches with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, meaning that it's in rehearsals and previews.
Opening next March 23rd, 2018.
Right. So it's a year away.
It's a year away, but now we know who's in it. At least some of them. So that's exciting.
Yeah, and also the choreographer.
Yes.
Yeah, the New York City Ballet. You don't know who it is?
No.
There's some New York City Ballet principal. They also announced for Jigger and Louise, the daughter, which is a big dance role. Anyway, check it out.
I have more big news.
Yes.
Frozen casting.
Well, people are really excited about Jesse, of course, Jesse Mueller.
Jesse Mueller, Julie Jordan.
They want a Jesse vlog, naturally. And it's Brendan's birthday. Happy birthday. I don't know if he means it opened on his birthday or if today's his birthday, but either way.
Either way, it's really good. Who's playing what in Carousel? Sorry about that. Jesse Mueller's playing Julie Jordan. Josh Henry's
and
playing
she played
Billy
Carrie.
Bilbo.
She played Carrie previously at New York Philharmonic.
Now she's playing Julie
when
Jordan.
Kelly O'Hara played Julie, now she's,
And Renee Fleming is playing Nettie.
Yes, which means she's going to sing You'll Never Walk Alone and make me cry.
Okay. Frozen casting. Now we had
Frozen. This is a big day.
This is a big day, but we can talk about your sniffles later. Casey Levy, we already knew about the lab, and now we have the official casting.
Right.
Casey Levy will play Elsa. So good.
Yes.
So good.
Very
Patty
excited.
Murin will star as Anna or Anna.
She's been attached to it for a while.
She has. And so first of all, this is at the St. James Theater in also 2018. Next year's it's a lot going on.
But it's going in Denver in August. It starts in Denver.
That's right. So then we have newcomer Jelani Aladdin as Kristoff.
Aladdin?
I would say Aladdin.
Aladdin?
I would say Aladdin.
Arielle's like, Aladdin?
Arielle's like, did you call my name? I feel like you called my name. Greg Hildreth is Olaf. John Riddle is Hans.
Well, that's great. And by the way, look at his Instagram. He did a really funny photo of him.
Really cute.
Yeah, anyway.
And Bobby Creighton as Duke of Wesselton. I don't know these characters very well. Frozen starts in Denver from August to October.
Wait, is the Duke of Wesselton, is he the one that hangs out with the trolls or something?
No.
I don't know.
He's the mean guy.
I gotta watch the movie again.
He's the mean guy.
Oh, he's the Bobby Creighton is a villain?
I know, it's weird. He's such a nice person.
I know. Okay.
Shall we go on?
Yes,
Can we go on?
keep going.
All right. So that's what's happening.
We don't know what theaters Carousel's playing in. Whatever one's available in a year. Not the St. James.
Not the St. James, that's right. And not the Lyric, because that's where Harry Potter's
And not Minsk Golf or the Gershwin. Anyway, keep going.
Or the Majestic. All right, keep it. we'll keep on going.
Any other theater?
Audra McDonald and Will Swenson, they're a couple.
Yes.
They're going to host the 83rd Annual Drama League Awards, so we know that's going to be fun because they're
That's
fun.
that luncheon where everybody gets up and talks.
That's right. May 19th at the Merriam Marquis, where everyone gets up and talks.
Well, they do. Everyone they honor like 80 actors, and every one of them gets up and talks.
That's correct.
And then one of them wins Best Actor, Best Performance of the Year.
It's a long lunch. Hey, we've got news about Broadway babies. Aren't you excited? I am. Sutton Foster.
I know. And Ted, her husband.
And Ted Griffin, her husband. Welcome to baby girl.
Yes.
They adopted a baby girl, Emily
Yes.
Dale Griffin. Isn't that so nice?
Yeah, very exciting.
Sutton, we love you so much. Also, Nikki Renee Daniels and Jeff Creedy welcome baby girl today. Louise Elizabeth Creedy. 2 girls.
Louise.
Louise, I love it.
Great name.
We have the cast of Cost of Living. This is MTC Off-Broadway, and that will star Jolly. That's a good name.
Jolly Aladdin.
Jolly Abraham. Greg Musgal. I'm going to ruin all these names. Katie Sullivan and Victor Williams.
Cool.
So that's happening in May, and it opens on June 7th.
Why not?
At City Center.
Tony Week. Why not? Open a show.
Tony Week. We have the cast for the Golden Apple.
There's no Tony host, Brendan. Calm down. But last year, I also want to say this. Everyone was freaking out last week about like there's no Tony host yet. Last year, I'm pretty sure in mid-May there still wasn't a Tony host.
I think I
feel like it was just really late last year.
There should be a little suggestion box outside Radio City. You can all just put in who you think it should be. Casting was announced for the Golden Apple at Encores.
This is a show I know nothing about.
It's from 1954.
I know Golden Rainbow and I know The Apple Tree.
Okay, so it's
But
like
I don't
that.
think
It's
it's
like
either.
the 2 of these put together. Ashley Brown. Remember Ashley Brown? Mary Poppins?
Of course, when do I remember
Do you all
Ashley
remember
Brown?
Ashley Brown? Michaela
I just
Bennett?
saw her in the Sound of Music tour.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
a year
right.
and a
That's
half
right.
ago.
Carrie Compare, Jason Kravitz, Ali Mozzie, who we all love. Just lots of people. Ryan
Wait.
Silverman.
But what?
Directed by Michael Barres. Golden Apple.
Did you say Lindsay Mendez?
Lindsay Mendez.
Beth?
I'm reading it quickly. Lindsay Mendez and Ali Mozzie. Lots of wicked people. So this is... Do you want to know what it's about?
All right, Jeffrey. Jeffrey has to correct me. He said that James Corden was announced, but James Corden didn't host last year. Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was 2 years ago.
No.
I'm thinking of the year 2 years ago when it was...
Is Neil Patrick Harris?
Chenoweth.
Chenoweth
and Alan Cumming. It was like a late announcement.
It was.
Sorry, Jeffrey. Fact checker.
Jeffrey is always right.
Broadway.com fact checker.
That's something, if you learn nothing else from Live at 5, learn that. Rachel Bloom is writing a book.
Okay.
It's untitled right now, but should appeal to anyone who's ever been accused of being weird or too much.
Okay.
Okay. J. Armstrong Johnson, Michael Kostroff, and Blair Brown will join the previously announced Kelly O'Hare and Christopher someone in a concert of the operetta Babes in Toyland. That's happening. We've got photos of Sarah Bareilles and Waitress. We had B-roll. Now we've got pictures.
Okay.
We have clips of Indecent.
Yes, we do.
Excited for that.
That
opens this week tomorrow. That's
everything
right.
opens, you guys. The next week and a half is like Broadway Palooza.
And if you ever wanted to know what Derek Klena of Anastasia has never done, never have I ever with Derek Klena.
That video is blowing up, people.
I have to go because we have a real person here.
Yeah, I know.
A really good person. Okay, so I'm going to go.
I know, but you have to get that thing on the way out.
Hold on, I'm coming back.
On the way out. Because I'm going to stall and I'm going to introduce the beautiful Arielle Jacobs. Hi.
Hi.
Are you here to announce that you are hosting the Tonys with your brother?
Yes.
Why not? Let's do that. Imagine just a bunch of siblings.
They should do
like
that.
you each do like a half hour, like Sutton and Hunter, and
we could just split it up.
Yeah.
Everyone could have like a chunk.
Yeah, split it up chunks. Be easier to manage.
We'll come out at the end. We'll be the big highlight. Siblings.
How are you?
I'm good.
So good to see you.
So good to see you
I
too.
saw you make. It was last week, right?
A week ago.
Yeah.
A week ago.
54, but Feinstein's 54 Below, your solo debut. Mm-hmm. You've done shows with your brother.
I have done, and
her
a
brother
lot
Adam
of
Jacobs
shows.
was in Aladdin. He's in Chicago, right?
He is. I'm flying to see their opening on Wednesday.
Oh,
Happy almost
this
opening.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
The Aladdin tour. He's doing. How long is he going to do the tour for?
He signed on for the first year at least.
Cool.
So,
Awesome.
And Aladdin Australia just had their opening in Melbourne. So hi everybody.
So you did it in which city? In Sydney?
I did it in Sydney.
Okay. You're Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
Was that fun?
It was the best time ever.
Yeah?
I had the best time, and Australia is just a dream, and the people are amazing. And
I want to go there.
you have to visit. I would move there.
You would?
move there in a heartbeat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like if somebody offers you like a good job or like a nice place to live for free or something. So you did your show. And what's your show called?
My show is called A Leap in the Dark.
And you find out a lot about you.
Yes,
like
you
I
do.
really feel like I know a lot about you now, and I know your whole story because you really kind of like lay it out
I do. Yeah, I do.
So was that your goal? You were like, I'm going to tell everyone my life story tonight.
My goal was to really tell my story, but
Yeah.
also to tell a story for people who are chasing a dream. Anybody who has something that they really love, that they want to do, and they feel like it's really hard and it's far away, but they feel like they can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
There's just a lot of, unexpected obstacles along the way.
Yes.
And when that happens, like it did for me, I had a tendency to think that maybe this is a sign I'm not supposed to do this, or maybe this means I'm failing. And it's a story that shows you, through my experience, hopefully, that that's not the case. It's not that you're failing. It's just that there are things that come up, and then how you deal with it is what determines what happens next.
Can we tell one little story? I just want to tell one little story about
Yes.
you did In the Heights.
Yeah, I did.
On the road, right?
I did it on the road.
You did the tour
first, yeah.
And I first saw you on Broadway. But so what happened is, and you were playing who?
I was playing Nina.
Nina.
Yeah.
Nina. And you did it on the road, and then you quit.
I quit.
How did that? Let's just tell people. I love that. I love your mom. Let's just talk about that because your mom was at the show, and I loved. I was sitting right behind her. I didn't
My
realize.
parents were at the show, and so when my contract was up after the first year of the tour, I decided to leave.
Because you were like, I want to do it on Broadway.
Yeah.
And you, even though they weren't offering you Broadway,
No.
they weren't like, hey girl, come do it on Broadway.
No.
But you were just like, you know what though, I'm going to stick with what I want.
What I want.
And I did it on the road, and now I'm going to do it on Broadway. And then what happened?
So I
really got into your head watching your show.
I left the show and then thinking, okay, well, if it becomes available on Broadway, then hopefully I'll be next, because I will. I have the costumes.
And typically
I know
people
the
from the
show.
road, sometimes, that's a pretty common thing. Like with Wicked, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
so what happened?
I left the tour, and then 2 days later,
2 days.
I found out that they set the closing notice for the Broadway show.
Closing on Broadway. And this girl quit the tour.
Yeah.
Because she was like, I'm going to do it on Broadway. And then guess what? They were closing shop.
Closing shop. So then,
what happened?
so I was talking to my mom on the phone, and I was devastated. And my mom, she calls herself the momager.
Momager, yep.
And she says, well, why don't you just call Broadway?
Call Broadway.
And tell them that if the lead actress wants to go on vacation, that you would be happy to step in.
What's the number of Broadway? I'm sure a lot of people would love that number. Just call Broadway. That should be a hashtag. Call Broadway.
It should be a hashtag.
Just call Broadway.
So I told her that
And you were like,
that's
that's crazy.
And then I, 5 minutes later, I called my agent and said,
Can you call Broadway?
hey, can you call Broadway and tell them if Jordan Sparks wants a vacation, then I'd be happy to, fill in for her while she's gone. And they actually said
It worked.
that
I'm sure they already had you in mind, but it was nice for them to hear from you, I'm sure. And then you got to do it.
And then I got to do it with Lin-Manuel and Chris
Oh, yeah, I know, 'cause
Jackson,
they all
and
came back.
Everyone came back.
Yeah.
And it was so cool. The final night, everyone waving their flags and the cell phones during blackout. It was the biggest rock concert. It was history in the making.
Chelsea wants to know, what's your favorite role you've played? I'm sure that's hard to say.
It's very hard to pick.
Was it one of your Dazzle Dancer skits? Or she was a Dazzle Dancer. With her
I think it's Nina or
Nina.
Or Jasmine.
Or John.
Or Farhad.
Yeah.
Farhad was that Afghani girl I played.
Yes, you did that. I know you did that number. It was beautiful.
I did a one-woman
song.
show, and it was it's by Nilo Cruz, and it's called Farhad or the Secret
Pulitzer
of Being.
Prize winner Nilo Cruz.
Yes,
people.
and it was cool. I played this Afghani girl whose family raised her as a boy so that she could go to school, and then her father tells her she's going into an arranged marriage. So she goes through this crisis of faith and has to struggle with what it means to be a woman in the Middle East. And that was one of the most life-changing experiences of my life. Because it was a one-woman show, and I did the whole entire show on this 3x5-foot rug, a prayer rug. That was, it became different environments.
Yeah.
So within the space, this confined space, it became different places, and it was awesome. And
if you go see the show, she gives you a little taste of it.
Yeah, I do. And it was filmed for Lincoln Center Library.
Oh.
And it's on iTunes.
Oh.
So just look up Farhad, Arielle Jacobs.
So speaking of rugs, how was the flying carpet?
Oh, it was so fun. And
you already knew, like, I'm sure, like, because your brother was in Aladdin, so I'm sure the magic was a little bit lifted. Like, you kind of knew how things worked. I
knew how it worked.
I still know how it works, but
it was much cooler than I expected. I was so excited when I first got on the carpet. I have a tendency in life to be very I kind of underestimate how things are going to affect me generally. Like if something's going to be really cool, I'm like, yeah, that's going to be fun, and then it's amazing. And then if something's going to be really hard, like a doctor's a thing or something really really hard, I'm like, it's whatever, it's fine. When I went skydiving with my dad, I was like, no, I'm cool, it's fine.
I did that.
And then the plane goes up and up and up, and I started freaking out.
It's scary.
I totally underestimated.
Then they open the door, and you're like, it's like open, and you're like, they just push you out.
It wasn't a door. It was the bottom of the plane, the floor of the plane, went down.
Oh my god!
And then we had to walk off the back of the plane. You could see everything. It was terrifying.
Wow. Wait, I think I would actually like that better. I got pushed. I got pushed out a door.
Yeah, I got pushed anyway, though. I told him I didn't want to do it, and he's like, no, you got to say yes.
Is there video of you doing it?
There is.
Yes. And is your skin like...
Yeah, and I look super happy because I had to hold your face. You have to hold your face tight, or else the wind is like pushing it everywhere.
Yeah.
So I had to hold it tight. So I looked super happy and excited, but I was just terrified.
Let's see. They want you to be in Aladdin on Broadway. Sure, why not? Would you do the In the Heights movie? No. She's not available. Call Broadway. Call Hollywood.
Call Hollywood.
Call Hollywood.
Or the Wicked movie.
I'm so excited for that movie. That'd be good. I'm into that. You were also in Wicked.
Oh, Charles Sundquist. He is my choir director. He was my choir director in high school.
Wow.
And he did come to my solo show. You remember when I said Chuck Sundquist?
Oh, yeah. That's right. That guy?
Yeah.
What?
He's one of the top organists in the country, too. He's unbelievable.
I know you said that. I thought you were just blowing him up because he was there.
No, he's really
But it's real. People know him on Live at 5. What's your dream role? Is there anything you're dying to do other than what you've done? You've done great things.
I have done great things. I'm really excited to originate a role one day.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah. Are there any Disney characters that haven't been done yet that you would love to do on Broadway?
Yeah. I mean, Pocahontas is...
Pocahontas. I was thinking Pocahontas while I was watching your show.
You were?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. She have nice hair. You can sing pretty. And there's pretty songs.
Thanks.
Why not? Yeah, I'm into that. I wonder if they'd ever do Pocahontas. I wonder if that's on the list.
Maybe they'll do it.
Yeah, maybe
or Mulan.
Oh yeah, Mulan. But they're making that movie with Mulan.
Maybe Moana will come to Broadway.
Moana. I haven't seen that yet. Have you seen it?
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Where have you been?
I'm sorry. I have to catch up. Do you have any stage mishaps you want to share? People love to hear about people screwing up.
They do love that.
They do love that.
I have a tendency to fall on stage. I have fallen.
Really?
Yeah.
You're that girl?
I'm the girl who falls. I'm very clumsy in life.
In general.
In general. So there was one day at the end of High School Musical, and I was coming on the stage to take my bow.
Right.
And I was doing a curtsy, like a deep, graceful curtsy, and my back foot slipped. And I fell forward, flat on my face.
That's not good.
So then I was mortified. And then I got up and took my bow. And then I gestured over to John Jeffrey Martin from Kings of Boots. He was my Troy.
Yeah.
And he proceeded to throw himself on the floor. Like, face first, just threw himself down. And everyone laughed and cheered. I also, I fell coming onto my bow in Aladdin in Australia.
Oh my God.
I mean, the skirt, those costumes.
Right.
Insane.
Yeah.
They're just it's like 50 pounds and they're so long. So I slipped.
Do you like wearing harem pants? Is that like your thing now?
I do, actually.
Yeah.
But I've been wearing them since before Aladdin.
Yeah.
They're cool.
I want to see you walking around the city this summer in harem pants, just like cute. I think you should rock that look.
I will.
It's a good look for you. It'll remind everyone that you should do Aladdin on Broadway, maybe. Or the In the Heights movie, or anything.
Yeah. Okay.
So what night's your show?
Sunday, April 30th.
Sunday, April 30th.
9:30.
9:30. But you can get there early because they have really good food. You can get a whole dinner.
They have good food. They also have amazing. They have a student discount there that I didn't know
They do?
about.
What?
Yeah. Apparently, if the show is not sold out, the students can come right before the show and get half-price tickets with a student ID.
Oh, that's worth looking into. I didn't know that. That's awesome. You know what else they have now?
What?
Bacon cheeseburgers. I haven't had one, but I noticed it was an addition on the menu.
I also have a special guest at my next show that was not at my first show.
Oh, well, you had a special guest at your first one.
I did.
And Is he going to be at the other one?
Nope, I have a different special guest.
Singing the same song?
Nope, singing a different song. There's special treats.
Okay.
There's another new song as well.
Okay, all right.
I'm into
it. There's so many good songs in your show. It's like
Thanks.
crazy. It's like greatest hits. It's like there's so many good songs.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a
So
lot. I don't know how you
after
do it
one
all in one
after
night. It's a lot. It's like showstopper, yeah. And
Yeah.
fun stories.
And fun stories,
Yeah.
you know, things that go wrong.
Yeah, and I love you sort of talking about sort of what a weirdo you are. I like pretty girls that are weirdos.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
I
you're
am.
just like, you just sort of lay it all out. This
Yeah.
is me, people. This
Yeah.
is what it's like to be in this industry. It's weird.
It's weird and it's hard.
Yeah.
But then it's fun.
Yes. And that's what all, and your show is fun. And people go, Sunday the 30th.
Sunday the
That's nuts
30th.
in 2 weeks. Right?
Right.
This is advance notice. You have
Yeah.
advance notice. Because a lot of times people come here and they're like, I'm going to do my show in an hour. But no.
No, it's
the
2 weeks away.
Right. Do you have time?
Get your
So
tickets.
plan it out. It's a good thing. And thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And say hi to your brother on Wednesday.
I will.
How exciting.
Yeah.
This is Arielle Jacobs, everyone. This is Live at 5, and we'll be back tomorrow with another awesome guest. Bye.
Bye.